Falcons did to the 49ers what Shanahan wants to do to everybody else.
I think it starts with, them getting the early lead on us. I think that obviously puts an offense in, a difficult spot, but I think we were just behind the chains a decent amount. When you're in that position, you got to, I understand what Kyle's doing. You got to pass the ball in those situations, but we just got to, that's what I'm saying in our style of ball. We just got to get back to our style, stay ahead of the chains, avoid third downs, convert third downs. And that's our style.
And we haven't seen that style. The Panthers game we did, the Rams game we did. And so, yeah, that's issues. You know what I mean? So what are they going to do? Can they get back to that? Or what do you like? You know what I mean? Like, you've got to find a way to be yourself. It's funny because one of my favorite things about this society and this podcast that I've done is I've been able to talk to so many people that are starting shows or starting podcasts, whether they're sports related, Niners related, whatever. I have people starting political shows, whatever else, that reach out to me like, "Hey man, can you help me get started?" My answer is always like, "Hell yeah, I can help you get started. This is awesome. I made so many mistakes." I think we're hitting episode 700 this week. I got to check that, which is awesome. Clayton, the man behind the scene, gives me the thumbs up. He knows all. And so whenever we're looking, like, whenever these people ask me like, "Man, what should I do? And how do I do this?" My first thing is I tell them, start right away. Don't wait for perfection. Don't wait for all the best equipment. Just start. And two, be yourself, whoever you are. If you're an a-hole, be an a-hole. If you're a nice, optimistic guy, be that. If you're funny, be funny. If you're just all about data and monotone, that's okay. There's an audience for that. Be who you are, because if you're going to be somebody you're not, and you make it to 700 episodes, guess what? You're going to be fake. You're going to be phony, and people pick up on that. Be who you are. Now, why are the 49ers doing these things that are not who they are? Here's what Kyle Shanahan had to say.
Because we only had 16 carries. I think if we would have had that in any other game, it would have been the same results. I think they controlled the ball very well. And then we got a little behind. I thought we needed to throw to catch up.
This is my biggest criticism. I've most of my emails is, "Man, why is Kyle so bad? I've given a hope on our offense, blah, 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 blah," all those things. And again, we just went through all the numbers in the offense and why they're not great. They're average. This is my issue. So in my opinion, if you want to be pissed at Kyle Shanahan, it's that exact same quote. Okay. I'm going to play it one more time because you guys know me. This is my biggest issue with Kyle Shanahan right here. This clip.
Because we only had 16 carries. I think if we would have had that in any other game, it would have been the same results. I think they controlled the ball very well. And then we got a little behind. I thought we needed to throw to catch up.
We got a little behind. I thought we needed to throw to catch up. Fallacy. Wrong. 100% incorrect. It was tied 14-14 in the second quarter, and they abandoned the run. At that point, 14-14, first offensive possession, 3 passes, 3 and out. Wrong. You've got to run the ball. Shache, yeah, this offense is having an identity crisis. And this is a consistent criticism throughout Shanahan's tenure. When he falls behind early, he abandons the running game. Ever since Jeff Wilson fumbled that ball and they returned it for 7 points, which was absolutely, I can't believe they put Jeff Wilson back in the game after that personally. No clue why TDP got 0 carries. Ty Davis-Price got in for 1 snap, and he was a fullback and led an awesome block, actually, for Debo on a running play. Like, give somebody else a chance and not Tevin Coleman whenever he can't even average 1 full yard to carry. I get Tevin Coleman was the hero against Carolina. He always plays against them, which is awesome. But whatever you saw, you don't need 5 carries to show he's not doing it. Jeff Wilson played all right, but man, that dude changed the game. And this isn't the first time he's done that this year. I got I've got Jeff Wilson on my fantasy team. I traded for him. Like, I don't know, man. You give up that fumble on that play, Jordan Mason, TDP sitting there, and we've seen how explosive they can be. The fact that you didn't give them one opportunity bothers the hell out of me. Again, I'm not the fire Shanahan guy, and that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that was a 100% blatant, obvious mistake, and to hear that quote pisses me off. Really makes me mad Now, having said that, all right, let's counteract that. There are people wide open everywhere all game. All game. And Jimmy got the ball to him all game. Quarterback didn't get sacked all game. It was a very well called and managed game. Self-inflicting inflicting mistakes. That's what did it. That's what did it. And so whenever you have all those, listen to Brandon Ayuk right here.
I mean, we saw guys going down, but I think every game we kind of feel like we want to take some pressure off the defense, especially with them not having their guy. But it was kind of it was the same thing for both of us. It was another week. Mistakes. We did exactly what we didn't want to do, and we lost the football game.
That's what it is. Now, the one thing that I will say, and I want to stick with Ayuk right here, you come out in the second half, and the very first play is a drop pass from Ayuk. Same drive, drop pass from Ray McLeod on a deep ball. Next drive, drop pass from Charlie Warner. Drop pass from Juwan Jennings. Like, it just kept going and kept going and kept going. The one thing I do like, pay attention to the language that BA uses here.
I'm sure. I mean, you guys watch the game. We didn't capitalize on some of the stuff that the opportunities that we had. I felt like I had a drop that could have got us in a better spot. I think second or third down. And I think some other guys will tell you the same thing about some opportunities that they had. We just didn't play well in the second half. We had the looks, but we come from behind with the team that's running the ball well. It's tough.
It's tough. I think he got it. I think he got it. And yeah.
The 49ers Rush Podcast.